You don't you don't watch Uncharted. I mean, you never not watch it. Play. You never played the game at all, right? You said you never.
Yeah, I know nothing other than like the video I just watched. The gameplay I just watched right now. I know nothing about it.
Yeah. So you're not a PlayStation guy. You're an Xbox guy.
Well, I don't care because I have a PlayStation here and I have an Xbox. I don't discriminate against either of the.
You're not loyal to this one brand.
Yeah, I mean a good game is a good game. It's like Marvel and DC. It's like they both got good stuff, and if something's good, I'll watch it. The only hard thing is it's hard separating. What's that dude from Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I look at him now. I'm like, he's always going to be Spider-Man, and he acts. Spider-Man, like you're saying, the character in Uncharted is kind of like a wise ass. He's always cracking jokes, and Spider-Man kind of does the same thing. He's just like this kid, except for the character in Uncharted that I was watching. He looks older, so I'm thinking, what's the actor's name?
Well, that was the thing. Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. He looks a little young for this character, at least when you compare him to the video game.
Well, I heard that's what they were doing. They decided to go with almost like a prequel, like how he became originally got into what he's doing instead of starting in the middle of it, like how he got started. And that's why Mark Wahlberg is in it, because they originally wanted him to play the character. If you look at the video game, Wahlberg, he looks like the character more.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mark Wahlberg. If I was trying to cast him, someone closer to the video game character, I think Mark Wahlberg would have been a good choice for that, because he's also a smart ass. He's got a sarcastic sense of humor, but he also looks more like the character.
I still would have gone with Mark, man. I wouldn't have played the whole. I know you got to think about the long run. You're thinking, if you want this thing to be a franchise, you want an actor who can pack them in the seats. But in my opinion, no offense to Tom Holland, the only thing he's been able to prove that he can fill a theater in is Spider-Man. Everything else that he's done has not been well received, even though he might have acted well in it.
What else has he done?
There's been a lot of things that cut. Chaos Walking is one of those movies I forgot where people and that proves my point right there. He's done so many things that you've never heard of.
I don't know any of them. Yeah, I mean, either way though, you have both of them acting in it, so it'll bring people from the older crowd who like,
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, and some of the older comedies that he's been in, because I love you ever see The Other Guys?
Yeah, the Funny big movie. Hit. I like that. Yeah. I love that movie too.
Yeah, and then you get Tom Holland too, so you get some of the younger generation, the Avengers fans. So,
but it's funny, but with Tom Holland, it's like, oh man, I love Tom Holland. Have you ever seen him in The Avengers? Yeah. And what about Spider-Man? Yeah. And The Avengers? Yeah. It's like none of it's like with Tom Holland, none of his other movies are ever being mentioned. So,
but I don't know, has he been a lead actor in any of these other movies?
I don't know why, but and I could be wrong. So guys, later on in the comment section, you can correct me on this. Because the character that Mark Wahlberg is probably playing is probably a long-lasting friend that works with him forever. I feel like he's gonna betray him in the end. Like he's the guy. Like, did you watch the trailer? The full trailer?
Yeah. I was at the gym
trying to watch it.
I was a little distracted, but I did watch it. I didn't. I wasn't analyzing it like that as far as where's it gonna go. I was just kind of. What was the thought I had on? I was like, it looks like a mashup between. Marvel and the Goonies almost. It's like, because it's got like the pirate ship with the treasure, and I mean it's
a grown-ups Goonies.
A grown-ups Avengers Goonies sort of thing mixed in with almost like Mission Impossible or James Bond-ish vibes.
And me and Dyer, we were talking about this yesterday because this trailer leaked online yesterday, but it was the tail end of it, the part with the plane where he was kind of falling out of the plane a little bit.
With the cargo box.
He's
jumping. The part I did think was kind of like, so the last cargo box when he jumps up from the cargo box onto the plane. I'm like, there's no way a human. I was like, if he was Spider-Man, I could see that, but just the distance, because the plane's flying this way, right? And they're going this way, which means the wind is pushing way.
Him back.
And he does like a 10, almost 20-foot leap from the box onto the plane.
You could argue that the plane is also blocking the wind that's right in front of him, but no.
But even if it was, that's a lot. Like with the box moving backwards, that's a long. I was like, oh,
you know
man.
what? I found out later that whole thing was fan service to the video game players. Somebody put on TikTok a side-by-side clip of that in the trailer and the exact same thing that happened in one of the video games. So it's
okay, so that was an exact shot.
An exact, it was almost shot for shot. And then somebody else online did something hilarious. Somebody goes, "Hey guys, we just got the new trailer for the upcoming Spider-Man No Way Home that's about to come out. Check it out." So here Spider-Man is inside of a plane and he jumps on these cargo boxes and he's showing the clips of this movie, but he keeps saying Spider-Man the whole time. He's like, I find it.
It's hard to separate it.
Yeah, it looks exact. I mean, everything that you see,
and it looks like a Marvel movie too.
Exactly. And the guy was like, "This looks like it's gonna be action packed. As you can tell, Spider-Man doesn't have his web shooter, so he has to get himself back into the plane. It's amazing. It's crazy how he did it. It's like this is gonna be a great movie." I was looking at, like I was saying, looking at all the other things that he's done that were met with mixed reviews or just straight up flopped. They're probably like, it seems like Tom Holland there's a certain way you have to make a movie around with Tom Holland in it. And it's got to be the Spider-Man way, I guess. I don't know, but that probably wouldn't be fair to the fans of the video game. They're like, no, this guy is in the game is in situations like this. So maybe it's just not a fair comparison. It's just the fact that it's Tom Holland. So
maybe. But I mean, either way, it's a really cool looking movie. I looks like good. Watching. I knew nothing about the video game. I'd heard the name. That's about it.
Yeah.
But just watching the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, I'd totally see this. I mean, because it's like a James Bond or Mission Impossible kind of action
Tomb
movie.
Raider-ish.
Tomb Raider-ish, with some humor.
National Treasures, kind of like, I like those types of movies.
Yeah.
You think this will be another notch in the belt to break the curse of the long run of bad video game adaptation movies? Like this will be another one that'll be in the side of the minority side of the good movies versus the majority of the sucky video game adaptations. You think, based on the trailer, what do you think this might fall?
I mean, I think it looks like a good movie, but it's always hard to tell because I've seen some really, really awesome trailers where
the movie just
sucked. Because the trailer you put to this epic music and you've only got like you can throw in like all the highlights in the movie and all the let's say there's like 4 or 5 jokes in the whole movie and you throw all those in the trailer.
You throw the kitchen scene.
And some of the best cinematography, and then you pack it in with this action music in like a minute. And then you play the movie and it's like
all the
an hour and a half. Yeah, and it's drawn out. Just the pacing's different in the movie than the trailer.
Well, you're right. That's the point of the trailer. Yeah, you're right. To give the best and it's to manipulate you in the. Oh, I gotta see that. Yeah, and then
but I mean I think it'll be good.
That pairing of Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, that might be a good pairing. They might be. Tom Holland might be technically the younger British version of Mark Wahlberg, but and so having them work together might be a good mentoring thing. They might have a chemistry that could be a long. This might not be the first book, like the way it all fell into place with The Rock and Kevin Hart. How that pairing just turned into a good friendship and some good vibes and like a couple of good movies out of it. This could be the same thing. There could be a Jungle Book kind of a thing out of, or not Jungle Book, Jumanji kind of a thing kind of happening here. So you never know.
Well, it's I mean, kind of like in the Marvel movies, you've got Spider-Man and Tony Stark, and Tony Stark's like the older mentor to the goofy kid, but Tony Stark's also a smart ass and has a sense of humor. So it could be kind of a pairing like that, where like this is like his Tony Stark in the show. Mark Wahlberg kind of takes the place of what Robert Downey Jr. did in Marvel for him. So yeah, similar, to the older, wiser, smart ass who's like, okay, I see something in this kid. He's kind of like me. He's also a smart ass. I gotta help him out here.
Dude, I'm gonna clip that and put that on TikTok and have a bunch of Tony Stark clips and comparisons and have that be the critique for the trailer. That's a good observation. Once again, Tom Holland is the character is being mentored by an old like the guy that sets it all up and stuff. Now that Tony Stark is gone, and then it's Doctor Strange. Now it's Mark Wahlberg. Mm-hmm. Man, talk about a typecast within a typecast within a typecast.
Our supporters help make all this content possible, so make sure you check out our Patreon page so you can help us bring you the content you want.
Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal. Yo. I stay on another level. Push the pedal to the freaking metal. I'm turned up just like heavy metal.